Hello, 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 and welcome to another Wargame Airland Battle cast with me, Rangaroo. They have another Clash of the Clans battle with WTF versus Rot. On the Nato side, we have WTF with enohka, Ribar, Tommoscimmia, in favour 55. On the Pact side, we have Captins, Zhukodim, Trusty, and Tiirshak. The map is Uppsala, so let's get things on the race, Harry. Speed things up as the deployment phase starts. Uppsala's one of my old personal favourites, just due to the CQC intensity of this town. Very fun map, I have to say so myself. Units are being brought, and let's get things going off the bat. A lot of fighters from NATO's side. Make sure any reason I try to come in and intercept, but I think the Eagles and the Tomcats to take good care of them. Yep, Tomcats fired in their missiles, and those makes definitely not in a good position, right in the danger zone, and they get shot down. As more of the units move up, we have some NATO helicopters and Black Hawks dropping in some infantry. They also did manage to napalm this side of the town. Not a lot of units down here in Lima to defend it. MI8 seems like it's going to go in for a landing. Delta Force being unloaded in the town to hold it off. Hogs in OH-58s covering as well. Do you have the rest of the Captain's forces moving up, but they are blocked by the napalm. They can't really move up at all. Oh, Hog does get some good shots on the VDVs as they do unload. Oh, pretty good shot, yeah, I have to say. They're going right through the napalm. That is not usually ideal, but the napalm does die down. Oh, but the infantry, or was it Tommoscimmia's and Rimar's infantry, just managed to get in there first, and Ribar's infantry and completely messing them up. F-16 block. Oh, doing a bombing run. Oh, it didn't actually manage to drop its payload and does get shot down. My bad. TATU, T-72Bs as well moving up. They shouldn't be that useful in this CQC environment. And Tommoscimmia bringing up some mortars. Down south, some Rangers, which Tiirshak has managed to spot as they move round the forest. Those AMXs and our command chief shouldn't go in to capture Lima. Very safe bet bringing that tank in, as it's a tough nut to crack. Rocket artillery being fired in the town from the Berentino, which is bringing in a bit of a heat. As the tanks just open fire from far away, doing some pretty good damage, I have to say. Down south, the Black Hawk getting some shots off. And what do Rangers get spotted? That is the question. Oh, sir, taking its shots, and it does finally manage to shoot it down. VDVs moving up in the forest, getting annihilated up north here. It seems like enohka has managed to take the initiative and put at least one unit in this forest. Fritz is quite weird, because I would expect Trusty or Pact in general to at least garrison this forest with a few units to stop any reinforcements coming from over here. And that's what they are doing right now. Still pretty much a stalemate in the middle, I have to say. Where F4 Ice getting opened up with Salvo SAM missiles, but it just managed to survive. Rocket artillery being fired on the infantry, and just barely on the tanks. Gonna stun them a little bit. And not much progress is being made of the tank push in the town, as tanks aren't entirely great knocking out infantry in hard cover. It does seem the Rangers did manage to get around the little Gulf, round the Gulf Point. Now, what is he going to do with him is the question. he might be able to sneak it up all the way into Bravo. But they do actually spot the UAZ here, thanks to these Radevkas. And that is getting shot at indefinitely. And speed things up a wee bit, it's not much going on. This thing's starting to get a bit more quiet as Jaegers move into the forest, countering some Radevkas. Artillery being fired, stunning some of these units, and things again. I don't know the word, to be honest. As NATO kind of secures their position, if they could get some Cat vehicles into Foxtrot and Echo, it can start gaining some points to catch up. Dupots Berntino. Pact forces moving up into that forest. There's an awful lot of Jaegers in there, it's going to prove it difficult. Yes, the BMP-3 should be able to rout them out, as it is a BMP-3, a brilliant anti-infantry unit. It looks quite suave, quite cool. I have to say so myself, a bulky design in terms of its looks. Viva fortifying his position down south with quite a lot of AA, and a few tanks. Maybe he is roaring for a push, it seems. Does have his mortars as well. In groups of 2. Oh, the Rangers do get spotted by the MI2 in it. Finally gets out in the open. And the Rangers going to try to scare it off with its small arms. Which it does. Just managed to get the kill over, it kind of sucks. Rocket artillery being fired. Scaring some of you. Well, that's not doing anything, to be honest. A4 popping out, gonna have to pop back in. It's just a back and forth battle, I have to say. More WTF is gonna move up into this forest. Oh, we do get the BMP. Now we're getting shot at. Yeah, doing a pretty good job. Getting the unit jab, but the C-64B just has the perfect angle on him. The perfect angle. Oh, but a tornado does try to get something, but does get shot down in the end. All the push down here has started, or commenced, as the UAZ is down. And Fiver is moving up his Sheridans into Gulf. T-64BVs. Also at the point. And these sergeants are definitely going to cause some havoc. Not too much, as there are quite some heavy packed armour here. Enohka has left the game. I'm going to guess that is latency issues and not like a rage crit, as he is doing quite good. Quite good indeed. Did manage to actually secure this point up here, so NATO is getting quite a lot of points there, especially with Gulf being neutralised. Speed things up again. Sorry if I'm losing my voice. I've been a bit sick the past couple of days. It's been pretty hard to record, but I am intended to do so. These Jag Commandos get some pretty good shots on the moving up of Zhukodim's tank force. Quite a lot of T-82s, T-64s. As they move up into the breach, isn't too much NATO armour here, but those two Leopard 2A4s, and these Leopard 2s actually might prove a bit of a difficulty. And yeah, commandos, it's just... Good God, it just completely... volley after volley of ATGM missiles when TAT just managed to get killed. The Nonas continue firing. The Trusty moving up a little bit on this side as well, doing a bit of skirmishing. Oh, Gulf is secured. Oh, they can start spawning units right behind him now. It's not a good position for Tiirshak, I have to say. And now it's a clear shot to Bravo. At the moment, at least. So these units in here, it will be quite difficult to rout out, especially if there's a TATU on the field. Gulf CV did get killed by, seems like some rocket or rocket artillery, some sort of artillery. Not chaparrals, a lot of chaparrals being brought. And the Saradin getting outgunned by the TATU. Last two taking some shots off. These tanks to taste the gunfire and speed things up as it's doing quite slow. Trusty moving up his tank force. Our T-64s now managing to finally rout out the units in this area. Spetsnaz move up, get annihilated. We have somewhat straggly to capture these buildings and forests. Captins does manage to put a CV in Echo. Oh, an F-18A Hornet trying to get its shots off, but has to evac out of here. Let's say move into here. And you need to capture Foxtrot to really bring us back in their favour, I have to say, or recapture Gulf. So Nato is at the lead. He's in the lead. T-72, C-80s moving up. Like annihilated by just a complete amount of ATGM fire. A lot of tanks on the Pact side, I have to say. Really liking their T-72s, C-64s and T-80s. Strictly moving up. Oh, napalm as well, proving a bit of difficulty. Pact really trying to take his town, even what's strictly coming from behind. Trying to take the town. And that's a lot of Bernardinos firing. Quite a lot of Bernardinos. Yeah, but they might actually manage to capture his town as there's not much left. Oh, rocket artillery being fired. Over here, the TV does get shot and Gulf does again become neutral. And my 24's doing a very good job spawn camping the units in Gulf, so they can't really bring anything up. 3B does Racky Saradins from behind. Speed things up again. This T-72PI going in all alone, guns blazing. What's he trying to do? Supret Nardi backing out of here. Nato re-securing the town. Bringing in more reinforcements of Jaegers and Jack Commandos. And now slowly but surely gaining the points I need to win. A Nato push of Abrams and Leopard 2s going over the ridge. Oh, but that does not go well for him, as there's the amount of Pact armor destroyed him at close range. And from the side, the C-64s are kind of stopping him from moving up this road and the hill here. Very good cover, I have to say myself. Foxtrot getting neutralised. Nato's not going to be gaining any points at the moment. Another infantry post tries to move up. Tommoscimmia's Marines getting completely shut up by basically anything and everything. BMPT's even coming in. Oh, F-16 blocks and napalm coming in. Oh, a very good bombing run, I have to say myself. Not strictly managed to get some ground in the town. Need some more reinforcements to really hold this off. Nato bringing in LAV 25s as well. Bringing everything they can get. Mustering anything they can get. Leopard 2 getting his pants shot off. It's almost going down. Down south, Tiirshak is almost pushing them back in Gulf. He does spot the CV and he's trying to shoot it. And the smoke. Oh, Mi-24 does get a blind shot, and they do have Gulf back. Very good work here, Tiirshak. More infantry being brought up in the town. This is annihilation. This town is unrecognisable. It's been burned to a crisp multiple times over. Some more napalm does get dropped by the Berntinos. Leopard 2 CV finally going down. Halfway through the match, Nato is in the lead, but Pact is slowly catching up. Of course, it is coming in with more napalm, really bringing in the heat. Nighthawks as well, dropping in their payload, trying to get the Berntinos, which they do so quite successfully. Marines over here, trying to get a bit of a flank, but completely stopped by the Pact forces here. Oh, at UACC, does get spotted and destroyed, because it was not in the forest, or at least sort of done it, I have to say. Down south, another NATO push, it seems, with some infantry round the side in the forest. Leopard 2A4 and Hermavantes. But Strictly really holding their own. They are going to go down. 20 minutes left on the clock. Pact is needs to hold on to what they got so he can catch up. Trusty has left the game. I'm gonna hope that is a connection issue. But now it's a fair 3 versus 3. So it's never really good to be down a player on a 4v4 match, especially when it's a tournament match. Whereas Ivy's getting completely knocked up. Got the Ranger holding their own. More Pact reinforcements move up into the town, almost strictly. Do manage to re-secure Foxtrot, which brings the score back to even. But Nato is gaining 1 point still. Right out. Oh! 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 Oh, wow! So Ribar did manage to actually move his rangers into Bravo, and he does manage to sneak them around. He also got some a Black Hawk here as well. I believe, no, these are different rangers, I believe. But Ribar did manage to bring some rangers all the way around the map. He did try to get UAZ CV, but these MI-24s did stop him. Oh, so close! Oh, that was quite amazing, I have to say myself. I always love seeing when recon infantry manage to go around the flanks. I always love seeing it. But yeah, excuse my reaction. Golf is neutralised at the moment, as they're doing a very smart tactic of smoking their CV so they can't get an eye on it. They know where it is, but they can't directly shoot it. This could be anywhere in the smoke. And that is what allow Nato to gain the lead. T-72's moving up in the town. Not doing too good, Joe. That put 2 moves up, taking some shots. Make sure he's having just bombing on, does get shot down. More Berntinos being fired. F-15 Eagle was getting shot down. Just a real good air defense, I have to say, on Pact. And Nato doesn't have much AA, to be honest. They've really been focusing on using their Tomcats. And therefore ISIS, it seems, shoot down any Pact planes. Complete chaos in the middle. Struggling is getting shot at by all sides. Not having a good time, I have to say. Did manage to re-secure Guild, but the CV is spotted. What are they going to do about it? Oh, he does bring up a tier to use CV to make sure he does hold a point. As an insurance. Tier 2 being pretty much unstoppable. Very hard to kill, so that's a very good unit to bring in such an open CV dangerous area of Gulf. Can even fight back. 14 minutes left on the clock. Pact is going to have to do something desperate to really pull this off. Nod. Oh, tries to get the tier 2U, but he does get hit. It seems so, but didn't manage to entirely kill it. Water's being fired as Pact tries to move up again into Foxtrot. An awful lot of tanks and quite a lot of infantry. There is an napalm when you need it. That's making some really good process. Oh, here comes the napalm UAZ or M15. Jeep CV gets annihilated. Pact is really making some great progress into Foxtrot. This is what they need to really start gaining back the points. Mortars being dropped on the infantry in this area. Oh, bombing run coming in as well. Taking up T-72s. They do manage to secure Foxtrot. So it can be slowly but surely gaining points. But can they gain enough points in 10 minutes to really... they actually lost it. But can they gain enough points in 10 minutes to really bring us back? Oh, Nato managing to knock out the CV in Gulf and capturing it themselves. Gaining the precious points they need to win the match or to keep hold of their lead. Struckley still holding the town. Quite a lot of Abrams move up. To do this little Pact offensive. Nine minutes left on the clock. NATO 70% of the point I need to win. Yeah, Hein getting destroyed by small arms fire. Chieftains are behind their lines, but SMI-24's trying to destroy them. SU-24 coming in for a bomb and run. Oh, brilliant! Bomb and run, destroying all the infantry and really messing up the tanks. That was a perfect time to use the SU-24. Over here, Foxtrot being highly contested back and forth. BMPTs hold a line. 7 minutes left on the clock. T-72s move up. Assault engineers trying to get some sort of napalm launchers, but napalm doesn't really work well against armour. That gets them destroyed. Over here, just NATO getting such a big force in Gulf. They really want to hold onto that side. Are they going to try to push into Bravo? It's a question. He has to move out some anti-helicopters to take out this Akula. But Akula does get one of its Igla shots off and shoot one of him down. Igla does get the other. The KA-50 is also an anti-helicopter, which is slightly better. Sheridan's cleaning the forest slowly but surely. Moving through the forest. BMPT getting some good side shots, they do spot it. Now going to engage it. 4 minutes left on the clock. Pact really doesn't stand a chance, I have to say. The point difference is so absurd. Let's see us out to the end. They did manage to secure Foxtrot, which is pretty good. Artillery being fired. T-80 moving up. T-Max going to try to get India. Phantom's going to say otherwise. Bring in the heat. He's going to panic the T-80s. Leopard 4's going to get pretty good side shots on them, yo. Oh, very good side shots. That force does get eliminated easily. One minute left on the clock. Seems like it is going to be a good game very soon. The Pact tries to take out the last CV, or the CV in the hotel. Blind fire burrito shots. Or Burntino, but does not manage to get the kill. And good game. And WTF does win the match, and quite a long match, I have to say. Very close as round in terms of kills, but Pact actually managed to get the advantage in kills, but they did not win the match. And yeah, WTF does win, and loses that match. Don't know why the people did disconnect. I'm just guessing it's connection error. I assume. It's been yeah. It's been RANGROOCAST. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.